We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. Foundational family. Here's another Black Twitter space banger for y'all to enjoy, where they're discussing. It's a new Tether's documentary, Telling the Truth about melanated immigrants, which I think it is. This space also has special guest appearances by C.C. Freeman and Greg Marcel Dixon. So I know you're going to enjoy this one. Sit back, relax, play this while you're home, cleaning, play it at your job, play it in the whip. You know how we do, FBA style, baby. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Channel Raw TV.
Yeah, I don't speculate.
I'm
trying to let him move forward, but they want to censor this nigga. I'm trying not to censor the nigga. I was really trying to be objective.
No, what I'm saying is that.
All right, let's just not mention him.
I think because Lou,
wait,
you kind of.
Let's not just mention him again, Dan. All right, because
that's the best thing I'm telling you, because I don't want to censor the nigga.
A lot of us have history with Marcel, so you gotta understand.
That's a fact.
We don't want to make this a room about him. It's not about him.
That's a fact.
You know?
Wait.
I literally haven't mentioned that nigga name in months.
Hold on, slow down. The movie, right? Tether movie. I just bought it. Shout out to black owned businesses. Hey, listen, if y'all black in here, we don't stream shit. Just buy the movie. It's $2 to rent it out. It's $5 to buy. So we support black owned business, especially black American owned business. But hey, real quick though, so his face is literally on the movie. So I mean, it's not like he's a public figure, so people can critique, but we're not gonna do the smear campaign. You can critique and what you think about tying yourself to a movie like this and running for Congress, but we're not finna do the smear campaign that he stole and all this other shit. All right.
That's why I said move forward, because this is deeper than what y'all can understand. Just move forward.
Yeah, I just want to say Lou Fax ain't got no problem with nobody. I just got on here. Whoever y'all ops are, they don't mean they my ops. So I'm just letting y'all know right now.
10 seconds. He's also.
I don't take on people beef, respectfully.
We're good, Dean. Thank you.
You can go to his Twitter.
No, let Shepard lead.
This is crazy.
Shepard is on you.
Dean, like you just can't help.
Hold on. Just yo. It's on Shepard. Shepard is on you.
Well, mic on you, King.
Shepard, you there? Shepard, you there? If not, we moving on. All right, so I posted a couple links in the chat, right? So Obama, which is he's half Kenyan, half white, right? Based off the definition, because I don't really do the fillings, and I'm trying to stick to the facts, right? So he qualifies as he's a Kenyan, and he's raised by his white side his whole life. And he was someone that got in office, and under his term and under his 8 years, he removed Negro from federal law. Right. So does that classify as tethering? A non-Black American spoke for Black Americans and said the word Negro is offensive. I guarantee you, if you did a poll on the 40 million Black Americans that's in America, and they asked you, because we had Negro on the census, birth certificate, Negro leads. Booker T. Washington created the National Business of Negroes, whatever. So we've been. I never heard nobody label the word Negro offensive. So, but before we get to that, let Miki correct the misinformation. I guess you want to respond to Creed. It's on you.
Hey, Miki.
Hey, Ariana. And actually, Lou, Negro is considered offensive. It's been considered offensive for a while. Like people would get reported to HR for saying Negro. It's too close. It's considered the polite form of ninja.
All Negro means is Black in Portuguese and Spanish. I don't get it.
Right, but this is America, and yes, especially in the South, that was seen as derogatory.
That's not true. That's your opinion, respectfully. You know I love you, but
I mean, the legislation removed it. You know, I love you too, so that speaks for something.
The
right?
Obama removed it.
Right, but it wouldn't have been an issue. I mean, he was a little
No,
busy
they
after
removed
2008.
Oriental as well, and
That is also
that's
seen as
correct.
largely
And so it was actually
derogatory.
removing our identity, is what that was. It had nothing to do with what you're speaking of.
Right.
He
So
literally removed a part of our identity and our lexicon, things that were on our birth certificate, and that is a part of
Allow
the
people
ethnocide.
contribute and let's move the conversation. Your
okay.
voice has been repeatedly dominating this
Who are
conversation for the
you? Who
longest
are
time.
you?
May I
Who
address
are
that?
you?
God damn.
Who
Just
are you?
because
All right, it's on Miki. It's on Miki, and then we're gonna go with some new people that got their hand raised. Dark and Lovely. We got CC on stage. And yeah, so Miki, it's on you. Miki, it's on you. It's probably double muted. Probably got to unmute again. And we got the South Africans in the building, man.
goofy. Okay.
Shout out to myself. Shout out to the South Africans.
No, all I wanted to say is just because the majority isn't aware of something, right? It's just a small, powerful minority. So yes, Oriental is seen as offensive. Negro was seen largely as offensive. So that if all of that was addressed, right? Presidents aren't given to performative legislation, at least not the majority of them. So there typically is some support for that. So I just wanted to address a couple of things, right? To me, number one, it's interesting in 2023 that we're still having conversations mostly around conjecture and narrative. A word is not our identity, right? You have much, much more of a chance of building with other melanated people than you do the people in this country who have historically, legislatively, judicially kept you from a lot, right? You're giving a lot of power to a tiny percentage of the population, as we are a smaller percentage of the population. As it was mentioned earlier, this country in a very, very short time will be majority Hispanic, right? 24% of immigrants actually come from Mexico. Melanated immigrants from Africa actually only equate to about 5% of the total immigrant population. They do attribute for 20% of the growth in the African American population, right? So there are roughly about 5 million or so African immigrants, of which a third are college educated. We're seeing them a lot in the medical spaces. We're seeing them a lot in tech. We're seeing them a lot in engineering. This absolutely improves the condition, the material economic condition of the African American in this country, because let's face facts. Africa is going to be in high demand. Number one, they have the youngest population in the world right next to India, which is why China and Russia are literally killing themselves to put dollars in that country as well as the United States. So if you think you're upset at Africans now, get ready to be even more upset, because countries all over the world will basically be competing for immigrants to come in, because we do have a declining labor population, which is why the economy is so robust and the interest rates continue to be so high. Why? Because for every American, we have 1.5 jobs. It does not mean that you can necessarily find a job, but we have what's called a tight labor market. That is absolutely because immigration has been declining, and I put that link in the chat. So here are the facts. I never hear about any of these things. They're not really being discussed on larger platforms, Tethers, reparations. The average American has already said they do not agree with reparations time and time and time again. As for Creed and his little, we hate the Democrats, 9 out of 10 of the poorest states in this country are red states. So no, thank you. Black people are already poor enough. You want to unleash more Republican policy so that we can now compromise maybe the top 20 poorest states in the country? Look at the data. The numbers don't lie. Facts over feelings. Number two, right? It was the former President Donald Trump who actually told 4 African American women, including 3 who had been here longer than he had been here, since his grandfather himself was an immigrant and his wife was an immigrant, to actually go back to their shithole country of origin. That should tell you how a lot of people feel about African Americans in Africa, right? Um, they want you to go back to that country. Make America Great Again was absolutely a dog whistle for Black people to be put in their place, right? It started out way when slavery was ended with Liberia, right? Even the president who freed the slaves absolutely said, I don't really have a problem with them. I just don't want them here. So please, can we not continue to delude ourselves in 2023? Here's the fact of the matter. We are falling behind collectively. So while we continue to discuss these adorable little narratives and conjecture that largely never make it out of a certain population of Black people, right? We are losing net worth collectively. You may not like the current administration, but Black net worth absolutely increased, and we are seeing the lowest levels of Black unemployment that we have ever seen in the history of this country. So the time is for us to really stop arguing over silly things. If you were trying to align with the majority of people in this country who have never chosen to align with you since 1880 and before, it is now 2023. You are having misplaced anger. They are only 5% of the immigrant population. Only 5%. We are only 14% of the immigrant population. 12% of that 14% is absolutely the immigrants, and the other 8%, or maybe I have it switched, is the second generation children. So if you do want reparations, I would suggest you not alienate the melanated people that would probably vote for it, right? Because we do need more Black businesses. We are going to need more Black professionals. We are going to need more Black plumbers. And a lot of you are actually marrying people from the diaspora because you typically sit and argue and call each other, you ain't shit on this app all day, every day. So now all of a problem, melanated people are coming together by your zip code. Can we not continue to delude ourselves, especially when we are literally going backwards, right? So that's all I wanted to say. Vote with your dollars if you can't vote with cents. And make a choice with your dollar if you can't make a choice with cents. Because if you really are worrying about where someone came from in this country, if you think that they are taking resources away from you, I suggest that you ask your ancestors if those dollars and those immigrants were not getting those things, if they would be pouring them into the Black communities. And the answer, I believe we all know, is collectively and resoundingly, hell no. I'm done speaking.
All right,
Yeah,
real
I
quick.
wanted to address
Hold on, real quick. She said a lot. So before we get to the hand raising, who disagrees? I'm gonna let you go and disagree uninterrupted, and then we'll go back to. So I only want to hear people that disagree. Then we get back to the queue.
May I go?
Okay.
My hand
Creed.
Because
is
she
up
brought my
though, but my
name up.
hand is already
Okay.
raised for
Throw it.
all of
Okay.
them, and I
Throw it to
disagree.
CC.
Okay. Cece, hold on. Can Cece respond? Creed, or are
Oh,
you?
absolutely. I'll go
Yeah, no
after her.
worries. I'm going to
Okay.
keep it very brief because before she spoke, I really only came up to remind everyone that Obama boycotted the international conference against racism twice because he said that Israel was being unfairly treated by that they were being judged by the UN and other world leaders about their treatment against Palestinians. And here we are today. That's not our struggle. But remember, the Kenyan and white president boycotted the International Conference on Racism where he could have advocated for us. That's all I came up to say. But then Wealth Financial Flowers came up with all of her Democratic shill talking points, which is astounding, insulting, backwards, and ignorant. So she had all these prepared talking points to tell us that we need melanated immigrants to advance ourselves when right now 1 out of 4, no, let me be clear, let me be factual. 1 out of 4 so-called Black Americans in the next 10 years will be melanated immigrants. And we have repeatedly seen how they are very self-interested. So when you have someone come into any platform or space to be condescending, no matter how articulate they are, to tell us who we need, when we see that these same people are taking up spaces like her, I would like to know what your background is. Who are your parents and who are your grandparents? However, we're seeing that these same people are running all around the United States, speaking against Black American freedmen. Sometimes I think she says we're misguided, we're misinformed, right? We're receiving misinformation when these are a people who have ran from their countries. And I don't say that in the most insulting and disparaging manner. It's a matter of fact. You're coming from a losing position. When you've left your country, what you've said is, I give up. I'm running to the arms of my destabilizers. I'm running to the arms of my destroyers because all I want is comfort. I don't want equality. I don't want equity. I don't want justice. And I don't want true freedom. These are a people who are not politically savvy. not racially savvy. So they're just hoping they can ride this thing out. Whereas we have generations and generations and generations of us that know what this thing is. And then we have people like Wealth or whomever her name is, whatever her name is, coming here. Oh, we don't need anyone. It would be great to have them, but we don't need them because they are not coming here to align with us. And I'm going to speak vehemently and adamantly. I'm a person who comes from a place of love. I never thought I'd be this person, but I'm going to close with this. We don't need people who have given up on their own people. This is basic common sense. If I flee this country and leave my whole lineage behind to run to Nova Scotia, to run to Switzerland, to run to Germany, to run to the UK, so I can wear Gucci and Prada while I send $100 home. Are those the people we need? Like, I'm not even going to get political. I'm not going to get highly analytical about this. We don't need people who could not succeed in their own country. This doesn't take a lot of political analysis. We don't need to be led by losers. We don't need to align with losers. We do not need to be around people who are competing with us.
Man, what happened? She was kind of spitting.
Her mic went low. Her mic went
CC,
low.
CC, your mic low. CC. Hey, CC.
It's my
Math.
Hey,
Creole ancestors.
Yeah, I'm in that.
CC.
I'm gonna bring
CC,
my
you
Creole
cooking, bro?
ancestors.
Let
Hold
us
on, wait.
focus on the data.
Hold on, brother. Just relax, brother. CC, your mic went out. You
Our
got.
Creole ancestors weren't Pan Africans.
She didn't debunk one
Hold
thing
on,
Rudy said.
man. Hey, one mic. Uh,
Neither
CC, you
were your
there?
European ancestors, Creed.
Hold
Whatever.
on. CC, you there?
Yours too.
CC, are you there?
But I don't
If
want them to
she's there,
hate
she would have answered
my
you.
brother.
Focus on the data, bring up the data. All
Yeah, there
these
was a
Man,
motion.
objections
all
are not
this
Hey,
what kind of
necessary.
energy this?
shut the fuck up, brother. All right? Don't see this y'all problems, bro. You coming over here trying to dictate shit. That's literally why we made this fucking room. All right? Just slow the fuck down, brother. All
May
right.
I respond to her? I don't know if
Live demonstration.
Motherfucking Lou Facts.
the app
Who,
was acting weird. I had to go in and out
who
like
the fuck
5 times.
who the fuck said motherfucking new facts? Who's that?
Nigga, I said that. It's chalk.
Oh, Chuck, what up, brother?
So may I respond to her, Lou, before she comes back? So
Yeah, the
Oh,
white man.
wait till she come back so she can hear your response.
Yeah.
You're gonna
It was
respond before
emotionally.
she
it's
gets back?
it's not that serious.
Yeah, it was emotionally
It's twelve
triggered.
twelve. Yeah.
She didn't. She didn't
Wait.
speak
So
for her.
look,
How are
hold
you
on.
responding to her and she's not here?
Hold on, real quick. Let's wait. So when immigrants come over here, whether they white, black, Asian, right, they don't come here for the best interests of Black Americans. They come here to flee from their country and do what's best for their family, right? And if they come at the expense of Black Americans, right, it happens. And we have facts and data on it. Irish, Italians, any group of people, Hispanics, when they come here, they usually run running from civil war, refugees, and they're doing what's best for their interests, right? For themselves and their families. They're not coming over here thinking about helping Black America. So I'm kind of confused because everybody in the chat keeps saying that she's going off feelings and like. So can somebody kind of debunk what she was saying? I'm confused.
Sure, she
So
didn't.
no immigrants come here to help Black Americans. I don't know. So when people come here from Switzerland, like you literally have wealthy people from other countries that send their children here to be educated, right? It's just like a trope that we ask about Black people. No one ever asks somebody immigrating here on that visa for corporate America or all those engineers and people in tech. Nobody ever asked them, why are you here? Right? They compete for those people. It's only us because we're indoctrinated to look at other people like us and be like, oh my God, it's a major problem. No one ever asked them. Like I said, the African people that they from the diaspora, it's only 5% of immigrants. You know why? Because the United States limits the melanated people. Just like the former president said, why can't we get more blonde and blue-eyed people from Switzerland and Sweden? Why do we need the immigrants from shithole countries? You think Trump was alone in saying that? No, he just said it. He didn't even try to hide that he said it. No one wants melanated people, not even melanated people, right? And for anyone questioning my lineage, we are gens de couleur. So I absolutely know what it is like to be in this country. I can absolutely be honest about this country. The fact of the matter is, it is 2023. It is about to be 2024. I get what you're saying. We don't need these people. We don't need that people. But the fact of the matter is, maybe not the people that are listening, maybe not the people that are speaking, but we are hurting. We are literally moving backwards despite all the wealth that is out there. Eventually, you won't even be able to find a melanated doctor, and you're going to be hard pressed to find one if you choose not to even deal with an immigrant one. That is my point, right? So this is literally what I'm saying. We only put these things against quote unquote melanated people because you don't go to somebody from Sweden and say, why are you here? Or are you running from problems? Why are you here in the United States? They're here for everyone else. Why do we have this belief that people are coming over here to help us out? They've seen the suffering for decades, for hundreds of years. That's literally what I'm saying. Wake up. We really need to let go of these narratives. No one is coming over here for our benefit, nor should we have the expectation that they come over here for our benefit, right? We need to do as they
Wait a
do,
minute.
perhaps.
Can I
Do for our
respond?
own benefit.
No,
All right.
so
Wait
wait,
a minute.
I
Wait,
please.
hold on, because we're gonna go with April and then Creed real quick. So if you look at 2019, I'm about to post the data. There's been 44.9 million immigrants, foreign born, that live in America currently. So it's a false equivalence to compare the immigration in America to Switzerland, because there's no immigration like American immigration. So it's 44 million foreign born. That's more than all Black Americans. And to say this don't affect us is literally I
That's
wouldn't
not what
say
I
the
said,
reason.
but why are you only worried about the African ones if it's
We're not
44
though. That's
million?
the point.
Wait,
I
I
would like,
never
yeah,
said
but we're not
African. I'm
though.
saying all immigration. I
But
never said
we're not
African.
though. That's the point. It's all immigrants,
So you want to
literally.
end all
And so we
immigration?
literally have this is not a
No, that's
conversation.
not. Wait. The topic is about Tether, the Tether movie. And so I'm gonna play the I'm gonna
But can I
play
respond first,
I'm gonna
please?
play the trailer after Showers and Top Balls go.
Yeah, so I'll be brief. So no, we're not just focusing and on any one group. It is all immigration. Period. All immigration affects the people of the land, no matter what land it is. And I don't know where you've been. Literally, just use Clubhouse. Literally, we went after the Asians. We went after the white folks. We are the ones that packed up conservative atheists and shit. We did that. Black Americans. We weren't just. We actually had to defend ourselves from melanated people. We did not go after anyone. So be clear. And we have a problem with everyone who is here harming us. So just because it touches you a little bit, then I get it. It's uncomfortable because we have always lived together and broke bread, and we've supported every single one. We definitely have supported melanated people. All of them. We have welcomed them and with open arms. We romanticize them. People name their children in honor and respect. People even made a whole goddamn it's a whole holiday, Kwanzaa, by Black Americans. Pan-Africanism is lives because of Black Americans. So to say that, like, no, we're just saying, God damn, we're realizing that what we've been doing is not working because, just like you said, no immigrant has come here to help us. And God damn it, we thought y'all were helping us. So yeah, our feelings might we in our feelings just a little bit. Yeah, because we loved y'all and we was here with y'all. We was riding with y'all. And like you said, they ain't come here for us. Thank you for reiterating the facts that they didn't come here for us. This is their land of opportunity. And this is my land of oppression. So we are not the same. And so now we are calling it out. And that offends people. Sorry. Sorry, because we've always called out everybody else. We've always called out the Arabs and the Asians, and we always been fighting white folks. You should know that, right? Because you're just like you just said, you know how this country has been, and we've been actually murdering crackers by the thousands for hundreds of years. You know that too, right? We was crunching up glass and putting it in their food and poisoning their asses right on the plantation. You know that too, right? We've been fighting them. And we thought that the people that looked like us was working with us. But you said it yourself. They did not come here to help us. And we are calling it out. That hurts people's feelings. It's uncomfortable. It's a change happening. But if you really love all melanated people, then you would understand that what we have to do is address our government a particular way. And we have to do it. No one else can do it. We have to take control of what is happening in our government. So you can be on our side or you cannot. You can get left, you can get right or get left. You can get down or you can lay down because we outnumber you. Because as Cece said, we don't need you. We would love to have you. But if you're not working with us, then you are working against us. And you are now an enemy and an opt. And you will be treated as such. And we do not have to build with you. If there's no respect, there's no unity. So I don't know how this is not an attack at all. This just so happened to be the topic of the subject. But don't act like that's all that we are doing, because it is not. And you know that.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused on the statement that my Creole nemesis, probably distant cousin, made earlier when she made the statement about if we feel they're taking.
Louisiana Creole. Let's be specific, bro.
Yes, Louisiana Creole. But I'm trying to figure out about, if we feel like they're taking something. Like, in this conversation, since we've been in Lufax space on Twitter, no one has said anything about immigrants, black immigrants, taking anything else from us or taking anything from us. We've never spoken about not wanting to go to a doctor. Hey, Lufax, literally, right? My mom's doctor referred her to a gastrologist, right? And we went, I seen his name and I seen he was African. I didn't say, oh my God, I'm taking my mom to an African doctor. When we went to see him, he was a little annoying, but nonetheless, my mom was like, yo, he's a good doctor. I found it very interesting that the Igbo secretary asked my mother, are you mixed? Are you biracial? That was weird. But nonetheless, yes, I didn't say, oh, I'm not going to him because he's an African. I don't want to be around an African. No, this has nothing to do with that. No one even made those statements. But I find your numbers a bit weird, though. I will say that, because only 10% of so-called black immigrants make up Black America. Now, if you count second, third generation, it goes up to about 20%. But that goes into the Pew Research study that showed that in the next, I want you guys to look this up, y'all, by 2060, the United States government is going to bring in 10 million African immigrants into the United States by 2060. 10 million Black immigrants are coming to the United States, mostly from Africa, by 2060. They are going to outnumber us, according to Pew Research. They are going to outnumber us, right? They're going to become the majority. And when that happens, you can hang up. We better hope and fight now for reparations, because that will not be their interest. That will not be anything that they'll have on their agenda as priority, unless they are benefiting from it. And I can assure you, they will be the main benefactors, and our grandchildren and our grandchildren our children will be the ones left out in the end. So we better make sure that we're able to move politically. We better reinforce our families and get married, right, and have children, as many as we can afford, and build communities around that to fortify us and to support us, so we can improve our numbers and bring our numbers up, so we remain, and our culture and our heritage remains the majority in this country. I'm not jealous of you because you come to America and you're a doctor or a lawyer. You're not taking anything from me. All I ask is not to do any harm. Do not get involved in our politics and pretend to be us and speak for us, and at the same time harm us and speak down to us. Do no harm. That's what I said earlier. do no harm. That's what I'm speaking to. And I will say this, and this is particularly a warning sign, right? Even when you look at the pre-research on reparations, they found that black immigrants, majority of black immigrants, I think it was 51% or 52% of black immigrants do not agree. They actually agree with reparations. They agree with reparations for black people. Where they disagree for those who are descendants of slaves is they don't believe in a cash payment, right? They believe in education investment, job training, and all that shit. But they don't support cash payment, the majority of black immigrants. And so you'll see that number increasingly grow over time as they become the majority. And they will be the operators of what we get and what we don't get. And if you're comfortable with that future, then you can follow my Creole Pan-African, baby Pan-African sister's ideology, long distance cousin ideology all you want, but that ain't gonna get your grandbabies nowhere but hating you and cursing you for you not taking responsibility and fighting for their future.
Can I say something?
Wait, I gotta let Mickey respond to that, and then we're gonna go with
That's Cece back.
Chalk. Oh, where's she?
Shout out to Cece. I love you, sister. I've been listening to you for years. You are a powerful sister and a powerful voice, and I have so much honor and respect for you.
Creed,
Okay.
all I'll say to you, my Creole cousin, and Lou, leaving
He
yourself
not.
out of
Wait,
the
wait.
loop.
I just want to say this. Creed is not Louisiana Creole. That boy from Texas or some Galveston
Nigga,
Creole.
I'm Louisiana Creole on my grandfather's side. My grandfather was born in Arcadia, Louisiana, and he was a Creole chef while he served in the military as a World War II vet and a Korean War vet. Knock it off.
Hey, Ayana, accept the invite to co-host because I try to invite you, Ayana. I'm trying to bring people up. Hey,
You
listen,
might
if
have to
y'all.
move in.
I think you,
Can I
and
say
I'm about
something?
to move down because
No. Well, if we Nikki, we need people that the disagree part. All right. Hey, Ayana, accept the request to co-host. Leave and come back. All right.
no, I'll just say to Creed, and I do want to say while y'all are talking about Louisiana Creoles, Lou is actually my cousin.
Oh, yeah, let
Shout
me tell
out
you
to
what the genealogy happened, right? So I met Miki on Clubhouse, and I was talking about the Guidrys in Louisiana, right? Because my pop's side from New Orleans, and they migrated to Compton, and then my mom's side from Greenville, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and they migrated to Vegas and L.A., Watts or whatever. And I did my genealogy. This is why it's important for everybody to trace their lineage. I did my genealogy and I found out that Miki, because I was talking about my family and I PTR my cousins, she said, "Yo, wait, that's my great great grandfather's brother." It was the craziest shit ever. And me and her been locked in, even though we don't agree to nothing. Still my cousin. Yes, Lord.
thank you, cousin, as we say back home. So Creed, all I will say is like, right, like I get it, like the moving backwards. I totally understand that, right? And the children being mad. But the fact of the matter is that Americans are not going to be the majority anymore. This is also why abortion was ruled out, right? We know why. It wasn't because there were lots of brown and black babies that were being aborted. It's because they want to maintain the majority any freaking way that they can. So if this whole thing is to prevent immigration when literally that is the fabric of this nation, because look at illegal immigrants. I am in Houston. I'm in Texas. Who is employing all of these people? Because it's not the people without money. It's the wealthy people that are employing the illegal immigrants, which is why they keep coming here, right? So let's wake that up. They will continue to bring them here because they will continue to hire them. They will continue to
Not in
need migrant
Texas.
labor. I am in Texas, and yes, in Texas. It's not the poor people. Oh, 1/3 of Americans make under $15 an hour, and over 45% of black people make less than $15 an hour per the last census. So who is hiring all these illegal immigrants? It's
Well,
the
So they
wealthy.
passed a new law. You missed that?
if you keep, Lou, can I respond? I disagree with her. Are we still doing disagreements?
Yeah,
Because I'd
yeah,
like to
disagreements.
respond.
Yes. Yes, do your thing.
And
How
I
you
see
doing?
Cece. Hey, Lou. Hey,
Where you
co-host.
where your
Um,
where your grandmama's from and my granddaddy's from on both sides.
oh my goodness.
I'm just Negro checking.
Everybody know who I am in here. This is Rella.
I
I'm from
don't know
Inglewood,
you. Where your
California.
grandmama from?
I'm from Inglewood, California. Don't nobody bang on me, but I'll put it to you like this: I'm straight from the mud. From
Oh,
here,
you from Inglewood? That means your people from Mississippi. I already know. Don't even worry about it. All right,
nah,
cool.
my people from Louisiana and Texas and Arkansas and Virginia. And so at the end of the day, you'll never hear me Pan African nothing up in here. And to hear even someone who is a descendant open their mouth to say majority of people in the United States is against reparations, I don't know who you've been talking to. And apparently you ain't been talking to the right people. And apparently you're in a state that does not even have a great representative who, oh my gosh, got on TV with her black face and tried to make it. When you hear somebody say, let me put it to you like this: when you hear somebody say brown and black, you know that you're talking to someone who is a intelligent fool.
Rilla,
You know,
say it.
that's what
Say it, Rilla.
my grandmother
Say
called
it.
them intelligent fools because they have not been, the veil has not been lifted. And I'm sorry, Lou, if that's your cousin, you need to uplift your cousin so y'all could be on the same
Oh
page
man,
for y'all
we
family.
hey we disagree on everything, man. Hey,
I'm
she
gonna put it to you like this: Dr. Shirley Weber did not make sure that her lineage is set so that her daughter could take her place, just so intelligent fools can get online and
she
lie.
unfollowed. Listen, let me tell you about my cousin. She unfollowed me because I said fuck Joe Biden, man. She blocked
Listen,
me,
That's
man.
not why I unfollowed you. And we
listen,
disagree on everything except money.
listen,
Shout out to the
Oh yeah, we agree
Immigrants.
with the money part. Yeah.
listen. All I'm saying is you can't get on here and start to paint these colorful lies anymore. No one is believing that anymore and trying to take bits and pieces of information and put it together and then make it sound like it's gold, because you cannot do that. If you don't have hard facts and evidence that you're walking people to, and you are not in these groups that are actually on the grassroots level, that are fighting for reparations, that are fighting for the depravity that our people suffer, right? Then you can stay in the lane of Pan-Africanism. Stay there and be there, and don't argue about nothing else. Just be there. Because the only thing I heard was we need to stop alienating the diasporas and then turn around and say, yeah, I understand that we don't have no jobs and blah, 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 but these people coming over here educated and they come in doctors and all this other stuff. I'm sorry. How is that okay? Because it sounds like to me is that if we're having issues with job and employment, right? That means that the people who are coming over are actually being put above the American descendants who are not getting the opportunities. And if you are not in a position of authority, or you are in a position of authority in denying people that are from the lineage, I blame you. Financial guru or whatever. You are a part of the problem. And people who actually spit those type of elements of, like, that's like a 10-year-old 10 years ago talking points. We're so past that. We're past that. It is bigger than the the tether conversation of the Africans coming over here. And I agree with April and Cece. It is all of immigration that's impacting everybody, so much so the white people are now starting to realize they about to be ousted because they opened the door and they allowed the rich immigrants to come over here, and they're displacing them. That's probably what you're talking about in Texas, because it's happening in Virginia. It's happening in DC. It's happening in California, which is why reparations is important. It's a debt owed. It is our family money. Forget about people talking about something, well, you weren't enslaved, that money don't belong to you. I'm sorry. It belongs to my lineage, which I'm a part of. So it belongs to me. So if majority of the people who are immigrants coming into this country are denying reparations in its entirety, they are not for our benefit. They are a threat. And you cannot be from Louisiana, Creole, or whatever, talking like that.
So my talking points are actually from my grandfather. And no, I'm not just from Louisiana. I am from the Jean de Gouleur back to 1600. So I would listen to my grandfather, my great grandfather, my great-great-grandfather who spoke about these things, because this is nothing new. This is the United States. When lower wage workers are brought into this country, it absolutely benefits capitalism. It absolutely benefits corporations. It absolutely benefits the economic standard in this country, which is not us. And therefore, I say to you, because every single thing that I said, one thing you're going to learn about me is I do not conjecture when it comes to money. I do not conjecture when it comes to the economy, and I do not conjecture when it comes to politics, right? So you can fact check me. This is not something that I dabble in on the internet because I am bored. Number two, I made a very specific and distinct distinction between illegal immigrants, of which I am in Texas, I am in Houston, and I can speak to that, right? And documented individuals. Number three, in Texas, they are largely conservative when they come over here because of the pro-Christian or Christianity, right? Because being anti-abortion, which is why Texas actually remains red instead of blue, because the rural
I don't hear
Hispanics.
nothing she's saying. I don't, and I'm
Okay,
so
well, I
glad.
thought
I'm
you
gonna
wanted
drop
to have
down blue, and I'm gonna come back,
an actual
'cause this
Don't
discourse.
got to
drop
be ridiculous.
down.
Oh,
I
it's
can't
really
hear,
funny to laugh about
so
these
Okay,
things.
just drop down.
No.
So I'll
Okay.
drop down.
Her
Don't
mic,
drop
she
down,
literally can't
Dylan.
hear. I don't think she's trying to disrespect. She's just saying she can't hear because it's Twitter be
Yeah, just
She's
drop
gonna drop down
down.
and
because
come
I'm
back.
trying to
Yeah, but
bring
if
people
you
up too. It's not allowing me. I don't know.
think
This
you
this
have
app tweaking.
too many people on, it says open spots -4, so I think there's too many people on stage, Lou.
Miki talking about her granddaddy.
It's
You
impossible
saying that,
though.
Miki, because
Yeah,
you live
y'all
in
have to.
Houston. You live in Houston and you be doing them Afrobeat line dances in them clubs, them Afrobeat clubs in Houston.
Creed, you know what?
Wait, before I
Hush
start
up,
arguing with
LA.
her, can I jump on one of the points she says? Can I jump off the stage? 15 seconds for real. 15
Raise
seconds. You
Hush
know
your
up,
me.
Mr.
hand. Raise
Boulay.
your hand.
Yeah, raise your hand because we already got because Chalk been waiting for like an hour. So let's go with
And me too. Me
wait,
too.
let's go with Chalk, CC, and then Ados,
Hey,
and then
what's
Xander.
happening?
Xander, I got you, bro. My bad, bros.
What's happening, Luke? What's happening?
What's up, Chalk? How you doing?
Hey, real quick,
I need
well,
another co-host. Somebody come up. Curtis, come on, co-host, because the more co-hosts we got, the more people can come up.
hey, real quick, well, or Mickey, that's what he called you. So were you saying that they're not coming over for us, but they're coming over to help the country? Like, I'm a little confused. I'm being honest. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, so you're saying they're not coming over to help us, but
Go
they're
ahead.
coming
Move
over to
down and
help
come
the
back up
country?
real quick, because let me see something. Move down
No,
and come back
right.
up.
So what we do know is, like, okay, so take for example California and Florida with the migrant workers. Everyone knows when your child is in elementary school, you fill out
They're
that little card.
immigrants, not migrants.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what the politically correct
But you
term
do
is.
know the difference. Tell the room the difference between a migrant and an immigrant.
Right. That's why I said the migrant workers. A lot of
Yeah,
them
so
are
tell
undocumented.
the space the difference because you're an intelligent woman.
Okay,
There's a
may I don't
difference.
understand. I don't
Hold up.
understand the
Allow me
vitriol. May
to
I answer
hold.
his question? Because
No, no, no,
I
no,
do have
no.
to get up and go to
Tell
work in the morning.
no. There's a
Oh, okay.
difference between a
Oh,
migrant
Jesus
and
Christ.
an immigrant. Don't do that. You're
Okay.
intelligent.
All
Ma'am,
right.
you just insulted me and now you want me to play
I
nice?
insulted
All
you by
right. All right.
asking you
Seriously?
All
for a
right.
definition.
Okay.
Okay, so
Wait. Hey, so look, I just want to say this. We all Black Americans in here. We can disagree without being disrespectful because a lot of people don't agree. We all know we're not a monolith. Hey, Velvet, I'm trying to send you a request to co-host. It keeps saying you're not allowed up to two co-hosts. I only got one co-host right now, so I don't know what the hell going on with the app. But let's just keep it respectful. I don't think a question is disrespectful, but yeah, let's just have a respectful dialogue. It's all good.
No, I'll just answer his question. So, just like when your child is in school, do you feel, well, at least maybe it's just in Texas or those states where it's impacted, and it's like, do you speak the language? Are you impacted by? Are you a migrant laborer? Because we know that they move collectively from state to state, depending on
Finally. Damn. Sorry, y'all. I was in jail, in Twitter jail.
yeah, that's
bro,
Elon working on his cars and not Twitter, or Starlink or something, Neuralink. So yeah, so that we know who hires those people. Those are wealthy individuals. It's not lower income demographic individuals that are employing the migrant workers or the immigrants, the undocumented individuals that are coming over to this country. What we do get is the narratives, right? What we do get is, oh, these people are coming to take your jobs. What jobs, right? Because if they don't have their paperwork or anything, and granted, you can look at the legislation, you can look at them trying to stem the tide. My grandfather used to tell me this years and years and years ago. What he told me was, we can go into another country because we are the United States. We dictate what countries do by virtue of our dollar, our dominance with our dollar, and by virtue of our military. He said to me, do you really, really think we couldn't keep a bunch of people from crossing a river? And my grandfather was absolutely right. Now, what that told me was, number one, never to trust government. Number two is that while they ply us with narratives, number three, the wealthy individuals that will continue those people coming to this country. That's never going to go away. They're never going to stop it. They're not coming over here for us. They are immediately employed. So it's kind of performative noise about, oh, these people are coming to take over, but yet they continue to do so. So we really don't think that we could deploy our military and probably lock that up within 30 days. Right. But they choose not to. So I hope that answered your question.
Okay, it did. So I get what you're saying. I want some clarification on that. Now I will say this. Now I definitely didn't agree with the whole reparations thing. I mean, even just today or yesterday, a few hours ago, I let it be known how I felt about reparations, and I agree with reparations. I may not necessarily agree with how we're going about doing it, but I agree that my people need it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or doubts about that. It is a debt owed. It's something that we need. It's something that we're going to get. Really by hook or crook. And I'm more leaning towards the crook part. To tell you the truth, I ain't with all the other shit. But I will say this right here. Connie, don't act like that. I'm gonna just say this right here. It's best for people, and I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, just looking at the climate, just looking at the whole chessboard right now, it's best for people to leave Black Americans alone. Like, give us what we want and stay out of our fucking way. I'm just gonna be real with you. And I'm not calling you a coon, but I'm telling you, like, I can see the climate shifting. I can see the change in people. You know what I mean? Like, there's some shit
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
working
yeah,
out.
yeah, 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 yeah. Cause please don't do that.
Yeah.
Cause then I'm gonna have to get disrespectful. I just keep it all respectful. Cause me and her argue and disagree all the
Oh, no,
time.
no, 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 no.
Well,
I'm not.
we
No,
not even finna insinuate
No,
shit, come.
no. I'm not coming at her.
he's
I'm just
not doing
talking about
that.
people. I'm talking about people in general, bro. I'm talking about, like,
Okay,
the
okay.
whole. That's why I said the whole chessboard. You understand? This government, immigrants, like the whole nine. You see what I'm saying? Because one thing we cannot do, we cannot sit here and say, like, these people are not coming over here and being involved in our politics, and they're not doing what's best for us. And we can't, nowhere, no way that we've been here 400 years or whatever, and we've allowed people to come in and just speak for us, while trying to be us. Like, we haven't done that. Have we? We've always been involved in politics. So this is, I mean, honestly, it looks like civil war, to tell you the truth. That's what it looks like if things don't get hashed out, in another way.
So all I'll
Hey,
say to that is, Chuck.
hold on. Well, if I just want to say this before we move on. Hey, I just want to say, listen, we got to start with, because uh, I'm new to all of this delineation. I just found out about it like three years ago, and it makes sense, right? I'm all for it. Ethnic delineation. I think it's the best thing that's gonna happen to us, right? Because now we get to actually disag- disaggregate the data, and we can see where we stand as by ourselves, right? But we got to start talking to people and not talking at people, because at one point, a lot of us was baby Pan Africans, right? And we got to just be patient with our peoples, because uh, I can understand why a lot of people are race first based off the history. It's always been race, but yeah, we just got to be patient with our people and just talk to them, not at them, because y'all know one thing about us, man. Once we feel disrespected, shit gonna go left on all sides. So that's why we trying to keep it respectful on all sides. Because me and her disagree. I've been telling my brothers about this. Everybody I talk to is actually for it, right? But we gotta just talk to people, inform them, because everybody don't know the information that y'all know. So y'all just gotta talk to people, and like as soon as they disagree, we ain't gotta violate, disrespect each other. At the end of the day, we still Black American. So yeah,
Oh, I
Mickey's on you.
appreciate that. Yeah, and I'll just say real quick because I know you have other people that want to speak. So I do tend to. I'm very very open and honest about what things I know to be true. What I do know to be true is that there is a lot of shit that's going on in the world right
Cite
now,
your
right?
sources if it's true.
We I did. I can put in the chat the census data. Like
Cite
I said,
your sources if it's true.
what are you specific? I mentioned a lot of
Dude,
things. In what
anything you
regard?
say, cite your sources if it's true.
Sure, I can cite the
Do
sources.
that.
So, um,
Verbally, cite your sources as you speak.
oh, okay. So, we all know that there are a lot of wars that are going on. I don't mean to call them aggressions, but we do know, like, I don't know if you guys, because they're not really putting this in the news, but we're actually shutting down some things in Iran, right?
Things
So,
are things sources. Cite your sources.
okay, Cece, I usually get paid for that, but okay, no problem. I
Right,
will
but
put.
everybody listen to this. She's so intelligent, but she can't cite her sources. If you write
Ma'am,
something,
I
cite
don't
your sources.
remember
Ma'am, cite your sources as you
okay,
speak.
I'm making everything up. Don't listen to me. I'm just literally
Don't
making shit
listen to
up so
her
you.
because she can't cite a
Oh
source.
my god. Okay.
Right. Oh my God. Cite your sources as you speak.
Yeah, and this is why we can't build. But anywho, my
No,
point
I
is
know.
that
Cite your sources, Miss Intelligent.
okay.
Cite your sources.
I guess I'm too articulate. Alrighty then.
I know, but cite your sources.
Okay, may I have a moment to Google it? I guess
You've
I
been talking
literally.
all night. Cite your sources.
Okay, but may I finish? Do I have permission?
I don't know, but everybody can see you at this point. Cite you profess
You
to
you
be
can
an
keep saying it. It's
intellectual,
not gonna
a
make it
professed
happen.
learned woman. Cite your sources as you speak. If you're in an environment with scholars, you would cite your sources, and
Ma'am,
you're
I'm
not.
not giving my dissertation right now. It's
I
just a
know.
conversation.
It's not a thesis, right? But you can't speak
Right.
to a room with common terminology and say,
I
"Hey," and
can't.
this is where I got. You're not. You
It's
keep trying
Twitter.
to
It's Twitter Spaces.
deflect.
It's
You're
12:45 in the
deflecting. Oh
morning.
my God, she's trying to say
Okay,
that.
Lou, she got
Be
it.
that
You need some
person.
attention,
Be that
girl.
person.
You
Be
need
that
something else
person.
that I can't give you, but
I
we're not
know.
gonna
I
talk
know.
about
You
that.
didn't expect me to roll up on you.
Yeah, okay. Anywho, what I was gonna say is that this next election is being watched all over the world. We do know that there are threats to the dominance of the U.S. dollar. We see BRICS. We saw President Xi. We saw and Putin getting together collectively. We know that the U.S. economic cycle is on a downturn, and yes, I will put links in the chat about
No,
that.
no, baby.
Um,
Cite your sources as you speak.
what we do know is that the Federal Reserve.
Hold on. I think I just came up with an idea. I'm about to do a shirt called "Cite Your Sources." I'm gonna start selling them things too. I ain't
That's a
gonna
good
lie.
idea.
Shout out to Cece, man. You gave me a great because I don't get in I don't get in women business. Y'all want to have it back and forth. Let y'all do your thing.
What's up,
That's a
Connie?
good idea, man. Cite your sources, man. I ain't gonna lie. We starting a movement, man. All
What's
right.
up, Showers?
Man,
This isn't a
I
new
just
thing.
paid for the copyright. You're gonna have to pay me for that
No, no,
copyright, Lou.
no.
I
But
just got
listen
ahead of
real
you.
quick. Listen real quick, and
I'm
I'll
gonna
be
put
quiet.
Lou, I
I'll be
just text you,
I'll
bro.
be
put CC.
super
yo,
I'm gonna
quiet.
put
somebody
CC
get
No,
face
Sway to
next to it.
remix God.
Curtis, vouch for me real quick.
Yeah. Every
Here's the thing. Whenever you speak in any environment, I don't care if you're a crackhead on the corner, a crackhead can teach you something. A crackhead will tell you where that source came from. But what she's doing, you saw how she tried to condescend to me. Oh, this, oh, that. You're learned, I'm learned. You're right.
Yet
Cite
you haven't cited one source, CC,
Hold
the
it
whole
because
time
I
you've been
hold
have
on,
on here.
hold
got
on.
to speak.
Chef, let
I
the
will
women
cite
speak,
my
brother.
sources. I will cite my sources as I speak, but I'm requesting the woman in this space that's condescending to the space who's talking about global politics while we're talking about things that are domestic to us. And she keeps moving the goalposts instead of speaking particularly about how we're being harmed. And the remedies are, as Lou said, delineation, disaggregation, reparations. I can speak to that. I can cite history.
Africa isn't
Excuse me.
considered global if we're talking about
Excuse me, ma'am. We're
immigration.
talking
No, you
about
kept
domestic.
interrupting me.
No, 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 no,
Cite your
no.
sources,
You're
Cece.
talking
Cite your
about
sources.
Africa.
Cite your
Now what you're
sources,
doing is
ma'am.
being
Cite
caged.
your source.
Oh,
So
allow
Africa
me to
isn't
speak.
global?
You go
Wait,
ahead and
Africa
speak.
isn't
I'll be
global.
quiet.
Did you
I'll
really
be
say, why did
quiet.
I
No,
bring
no, no,
up
no.
global
Space.
economics and we're talking about
I'll
Africa?
be
Come
quiet, but
on,
you cite
ma'am.
your sources
Where are
as
your
you speak.
sources? Where are your
I
sources?
will
You
cite
don't
them.
even know that Africa and
I
the
will
United States,
cite
that
them.
would be
I'm not
considered global?
talking about
Okay.
Africa.
You
I'm
interrupted
talking
me
about
for
the
that?
United
Are you
States of
serious?
America. You are a Democratic shill coming into a space to
Oh, Lord.
condescend
Cite your
to Black
sources that I'm
America.
a
I will
Democratic
cite them
shill.
if you be
Cite your
quiet.
sources.
May I cite my sources?
You
If you be quiet,
interrupted
no, no, no,
me.
no.
May
I
I
will
finish?
cite my sources. Then you go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead, Miss
thank
Welch.
you.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
But cite your sources
Jesus
as you
H.
go.
Christ. Oh, my
Cite
That
God.
your
shit backfired
sources.
quick.
No,
Oh,
no,
my
Nothing
no.
God.
backfired,
If you
Shepard. You should
mute,
just
Hey, what we gonna do is not do the sassy shit and have the men chime in. It's part of the culture. We'll let the women hash it out. Men, you gotta mind your business, sir. Respectfully, brother. Like we ain't doing the sassy instigating. All right, brother.
Shouts out to Lou.
let her speak interrupted and cite her sources. Then I will speak uninterrupted and cite my sources.
Again, this is weird. But all I was going to say is that what we do know is that things have
Is anybody
changed
speaking? Because
exponentially.
I can't hear Connie, but that's it.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
you
good,
might could leave
Tortoise.
and come back. Cause I've been trying to
Because the
bring people
demons
up.
that
This shit
control
tweaking, man.
her are faulty.
What did this heifer just say? Demons?
You
Okay.
can call me out my name. I don't care.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
going to
wait, wait, wait,
reveal
wait,
you.
wait, 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 wait. One mic. The rules for everybody. I don't care who you is. Let's not, cause I'm not trying to deal with this. Let's respect CC. CC respect. Well, y'all can disagree passionately. We ain't got to do name calling, cause I don't want this shit to go left. I don't really do. I don't even like us beefing like this, especially publicly. It's just like, come on, let's keep it respect. We can disagree without disrespect. All right. So no name calling.
But I'm the
Yeah,
one
Lou, I'll just say this real
for.
quick and then
I'm the
finish.
one asking for discourse.
Okay.
Let her speak for 3 minutes straight while citing her sources. I will speak for 3 minutes straight, citing my sources.
Yeah, Lou, I'll say this, and then it is 1 o'clock in Houston, and I
Yeah,
do
go
have to
ahead
go
and
to work
cite your
tomorrow.
sources, though.
So,
Yeah,
what we
cite your
do know is
sources.
okay. What we do know is that inflation is up. The interest rates are probably not going to be lowered this year. We've been waiting for a recession for about 4 years. I personally don't think it's going to happen, but we don't know what's around the corner. It is an election season coming up next year. What we do know is that the average cost of a house is increasing, right? It is getting harder for people to just afford basic services. What we do know is that they're closing hospitals in rural areas. We do know that they are making it harder and harder. This is going to impact the elders. What we do know is that they're even talking about increasing the age in which you would apply for Social Security, right? And this is a problem. It is going to hurt the lower income demographic. We have the conservative Supreme Court attacking a lot of the DEI efforts in corporate America. I think one of the latest lawsuits, and I will put links in the chat, one of the latest lawsuits is actually targeting the airline industry. So what I will say, and this was in response to what you said, Chalk, about civil war. This is probably a really, really serious basically the whole world is losing its damn mind. We have China and Taiwan. We have the chips. We have aging infrastructure. We have the boomers that are retiring. We have Gen Z entering into the marketplace. We have people getting into their retirement accounts just to live. Right. This is not good. My consideration, as always, is for the economic condition and improvement of my people. I stay in my lane. Absolutely. Are we owed reparations? Of course. Right. Because there actually can never be a dollar amount that we can be paid that can make up for what was taken from our ancestors and our contributions to this country. But what I do know is that I am concerned. Those of us that are not there, we're going to continue to get left behind. And we absolutely do need to play hardball and have several different considerations at once, because if this country goes to war, if the stability of the US dollar with BRICS goes away and the petrodollars, right, this is absolutely a concern, and it is going to harm the lower income demographic of this country. So great rooms as always, Lou. And I'm going to go back down and allow other speakers because, Democratic
I
shield
bet
that
you're
I
gonna
am,
go back
I have
down.
to go to work in the morning.
I know, and I do too. And I have degrees too. So why, ask yourself, why would a woman come into a space and talk to us about BRICS, Brazil, Russia, Israel, China, and their other allies, when we're talking about domestic issues?
It's
Why?
India, not Israel.
Whatever.
Yo, what the
The
fuck?
point is,
And
why
the
is she?
I they dropped off. But go off.
Thank you. Why is she in a space talking to us about everything but us? Our concerns are narrow, they're domestic. They're very domestic, but she's coming in and speaking to us about abortion, globalism, Africanism, Pan Africanism. And our focus should be narrow. Cut it out, Curtis. We're talking about our survival in our country, which
I'm
we have.
dead.
Oh, come on, man. We're talking about our survival in our country that we have mastered for centuries. Everyone else, they're not even being spoon fed. Oh, they're being fed. They're laying out the troughs for everyone else to survive. And you have someone coming in here. Oh, well, what I want to say to you is what's happening right now is all the boats are sinking. We must raise all tides. No, what we need to discuss is that Black American freedmen need to, one, as Lou said, delineate. Delineation means, it doesn't necessarily mean separation. It can mean, what delineation means, delineate who you are as a people, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're the only people on this planet that are forced to group everyone in with us. If you have an ounce of melanation, oh, you Black. When you say you're Black, you're Latino when you say you're Latino. You're African when you say you're African. I could go on and on. You get it. Now let's move to disaggregation. When you disaggregate the data, and let me cite my source. So Africans come to this country and tell us, right? Oh, we're doing better than you. And we're the number one immigrants. Africans and Caribbeans say that. We're doing better. No, no, honey bunny. Google this article. Somebody put it in the Jumbotron. The title of the article is Why Nigerians and Africans are no longer successful, the leading successful immigrants in the United States, because it was a lie. It was something that they put forth that they self-reported. So we need legislation, which I've written a piece. And if you study what's happening in California under Gavin Newsom, I'm citing my sources as I speak. So we have the Reparations Task Force. There's an accompanying bill, and that bill said that we must disaggregate data so that we delineate data so we understand who's entitled to reparations. My name is Connie Collins. I wrote a bill that I'm about to lobby and introduce that has punitive damage punishment for anyone that pretends to be us under any circumstances to get resources that belong to us, not just reparations. Anytime you pretend to be a Black American freedman, I've written legislation to punish you, to jail you, to fine you for pretending to be Black American freedmen. Next, so we have delineation, we have disaggregation. Then what we have next is something that they can't quite understand, and that is Black American freedmen unity. That is a part of our culture. We can spot you a mile away. I asked her, Who are your parents? Who are your grandparents? Why's your name? Look at her name. Why is she speaking to us like that? Who does she think she is? If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Don't sit in a room. Oh my God. Oh, can you listen to her? All the noises. You're supposed to be intelligent. Let's
Oh
take
my God.
Oh my goodness. let's take it let's take it down 12 levels. If you're so intelligent, why couldn't she and I have a conversation that was mellow, productive, intelligent, and covered the facts? Because she was sitting here, oh, so what's happening is all around the globe.
Hold on, real quick, because if you left the stage, I wouldn't allow nobody to talk about you anymore while you
Oh, okay,
going. So
then
let's move on.
she left though. She ran. And that's what the fleeing class does. But if you want to honor a flea, that's cool.
She's
I'll-
American. Come on,
I don't
Connie.
care. I
This is
don't know who
mad
She's
she is.
disrespectful, Lou.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'm
She's still
being
on the stage.
disrespectful.
I'm looking at it. She's a
Oh
speaker
Oh
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah.
here.
she's on the
Oh
stage.
yeah, oh yeah. She's still on stage. Okay, okay.
Okay,
I
so
got
but
you.
my point is, you can see what I'm saying, and I'm saying let's talk to one another on a level playing ground. Let's discuss the issues besides your sources. Don't come into a disenfranchised people talking about what's happening around the globe, and we need to unite with immigrants who are a desperate class of people. I'm going to close. Give me 30 seconds. When you deal with desperate people, you can't trust them. Desperate people are in this country because they're desperate and they don't care about our well being. I'm going to say this last thing. If you pay attention, I do wake up and I do study and I do research. They're filling the prisons with Latinos, Africans, Haitians, Dominicans, the Caribbeans, and they don't see what's coming because they won't listen to us. And then we have her coming in. Unite with them. Unite with them. The United States doesn't do anything out of benevolence ever. It's all for the survival of white demonism. They're filling prisons because we are the people that stand up for our people. We said, no longer will you jail us, poison us, run freeways through us, all of that. They said,
Sources?
okay, let me close up. So they said, cool, cool. What we're going to do, and if you start checking the data, they're filling prisons with the newly arrived immigrants, the people that are being snatched, that they're saying Black Americans. Pay attention. They're predominantly Caribbeans more so than Africans.
Sources.
Oh, sources. Let me think of an article. Oh, oh, just Google. Oh, no, but I've been citing sources. Oh, you can laugh if you want to. It makes you feel good, Shepard. I got you blocked for this reason. We are not the
Hold on,
people.
Shepard. You can't keep because it sounds like you got like a personal vendetta.
No, it's
Ain't
personal.
no vendetta. She
Bro,
asked for
but why you keep
sources.
well, why you keep moderating when you're not the mod? Like, and then you try to interrupt and try to do the little instigating shit with the women earlier. Bro, just mind your business, and once she land, you can respond. Like, you ain't gotta moderate the room respectfully.
Yo,
So
respectfully, brother, I'm not trying to moderate your room, and I be
but
All
quiet
right,
Shepard, I
most
bro,
of the
have
just
you
mute
time.
up
blocked
then. Just
for a
mute up respectfully, brother.
but I have you
Yeah,
blocked
niggas
for
been
a reason.
coming off the mic the whole time,
I'm
son.
talking about
And
No,
no,
you're
you,
the
and
bro,
only
when
bro. You
You're
all
the
right?
only male, also.
Why you
The
comparing
only
yourself to
one.
women, man? Just relax. You the only one coming off your mic right now. Fuck you, fuck it. I'll treat you like a woman, my nigga. It's all right, cool.
my nigga,
Anyway,
when men was attacking wealth, you ain't say shit. Men was attacking her,
see what he's
so I
doing?
stepped up.
What? All right, name the man that attacked Wealth. Name him right now.
Niggas came off the mic several
What
times and
was the
attacked wealth. What
niggas?
is you
Name the
talking about?
niggas. Name the niggas.
I
Cause that's
don't know
my
these
cousin.
niggas' names.
Okay, so you just talking out your motherfucking ass right now.
Nah, I'm not talking about my ass,
Cite
nigga.
your
Niggas
source.
came off their mic and was
Cite
talking
your
about wealth.
source, Shepard.
You just talking out your motherfucking ass.
Apply to your
You
source.
saying no niggas was
That
disagreeing with wealth? That's what you saying?
No,
Top
See
boss
how
was
he
Oh,
disagreeing,
deflected
and
from
they
okay.
were
what I'm
having
saying?
a
But
back
notice
and
they
how
didn't
he
forth.
cut her off,
deflected
nigga.
from what
Yeah,
I'm
right.
saying.
He wasn't attacking her though. So
Yo,
what
I
is
know
that?
CC is some type of sacred cow to you guys, but CC ain't no
This ain't
sacred
got
cow. She could get
Nobody,
the
this.
same
This
shit
nobody
literally
cares
everybody
happened.
else
either.
get.
There's
Top
She
a
get the
boss
same.
game.
was
All right, so look, this is my last warning, brother. Cause you I ain't gonna lie, you New York Negroes is different already. Cause this is the second time. Listen, just mute the fuck up, man. Cause I'm trying to be respectful and tell you, can you stop? And now you trying to dictate the room. So just relax, mute the fuck up, respectfully. All right, Cece, it's on you.
Yeah, call me a sacred cow. There's people in the space that love me and people that hate me. But what I do is I keep moving around, and anybody that's ever known me from Clubhouse to here and in my real life knows one thing about me. I'm super authentic.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Channel Raw TV Bay Bay.